Wabash Valley Chevy Dealers Sports Desk. Here's Jack Burney.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. The Terre Haute Rex back at Bob Warren Field tonight, looking to win their first game under interim head coach Cully DeGroat and snap their 4-game losing skid. Rex starter Greg Wiley turned in a dazzling performance on the mound. He gets the strikeout looking there. Wiley threw 5 1/3 innings, only allowing 2 hits, striking out 7 with 0 earned runs, putting the Rex in a great position to win this one. Terre Haute gets on the board in the bottom of the second as Juan Gonzalez lines one into right field for a base hit. Morgan Colopy scores to give the Rex a 1-0 lead over Thrillville. Next batter is Bryce Miller, who hits one deep to center. It's going to be caught by the center fielder, but it's plenty deep enough to get another run home on the RBI sacrifice fly. The Rex lead it 2-0. Bottom 3, Carter Murphy is going to step up to the plate and come through. He's going to ground one through the right side for a single. Gabe Wright slides into home safely to extend the Rex lead to 3-0. The Thrillbillies responded with 3 runs to send it to extras. The Rex trailed 4-3 in the bottom of the 10th, but clutch hitting first by Murphy, who tied the game with an RBI double, then by Morgan Colopy, who wins the game on a walk-off 2-run home run. The Rex win it by a final score of 6-4 to get their first win under Cully DeGroat and snap the 4-game losing streak. Terre Haute back in action with a doubleheader at Bob Warren Field on Saturday. Terre Haute Wayne Newton posts 3-4-6 in action this afternoon in Kokomo for their first game of the American Legion Baseball State Tournament. Post 3-4-6 trailed 1-0 early in the game against South Bend, post 151, but they respond with 3 runs in the top of the 4th, including a big 2-run double by Terre Haute South's Tucker Helton to take a 3-1 lead. South's Ross Olson hit a home run in the 5th to extend the lead to 5-2, pairing the clutch hitting with a great start on the mound by Terre Haute North and future Rose-Hulman fighting engineer Cam Judson allowed post 3-4-6 to win the first game of the tournament over South Bend by a score of 10-2. Terre Haute moves to the winner's bracket where they will face Rockport tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. To Major League Baseball, after taking last night's series opener at Wrigley Field, the St. Louis Cardinals look to run their win streak to 7 in a row as they renewed their rivalry with the Chicago Cubs. Redbirds led it 1-0 in the 3rd when Miles Mastroboni steps up, crushes one deep to right field, and it is out of here for a solo home run. Mastroboni's first career home run ties the ballgame up at 1 run apiece. Same inning, Cubs with a 2-1 lead. That lead gets bigger thanks to Cody Bellinger. It's his turn for a home run. He hits that one high and deep and gone into the right field seats. Bellinger's 13th long ball of the year caps off a 4-run 3rd inning for the Cubs. They lead it 4-1. Top 7th, here come the Cards. Nolan Arenado lines one up the middle for a base hit. 2 runs come across the score as the Redbirds cut into that lead, make it a 1-run ball game at 4-3. The Cardinals had a chance to tie it in the 8th. They leave the bases loaded, so it was 4-3 heading into the 9th. 1 out in the 9th. Paul Goldschmidt's going to line one deep to right, but check out this catch by Seiya Suzuki to rob Goldschmidt of extra bases with the great running catch for out number 2. The Cubs hang on. They snap St. Louis's 6-game win streak, 4-3 the final from Wrigley Field. Finally to the hardwood, Indiana State basketball wrapping up another week of summer conditioning as they continue to push ahead toward the regular season. The summer is a time for returning members of the team to help new players get used to playing in head coach Josh Schertz's offensive and defensive structures. A big returner this season for the Sycamores is junior guard Julian Larry. Larry's expected to be the starting point guard for Indiana State after making 22 starts a season ago, averaging 7 points and 3 assists per game, as one of 5 returning members from last year's squad that won the most conference games in 10 years and won the first postseason game in 22 years for ISU in the CBI. Larry knows that his experience and lead by example mindset will have a major impact on the team throughout the remainder of the summer.
Leadership, everybody comes into their own leadership role with this team. You know, we don't have any captains or anything like that, so everybody has their own specific leadership within themselves. I've really liked the example I set, like in drills, you know, just showing the newcomers, all right, this is how you're supposed to do it, this is how it's supposed to look, you're supposed to talk this loud, you're supposed to move like this, you're supposed to be here and there. So I really like what I've been doing, you know, just drilling, and then, you know, when they come to me, I'll, you know, drop knowledge on them, tell them, you know, all right, this is what you're supposed to do. But really just, you know, like being the first in the drills, going first, showing them how it's supposed to be done, and then letting everybody, you know, get to it.
That's a wrap for sports. We'll be right back after this.